So one thing that I truly wish I would have grasped, like 4 years ago when I started my fitness business, that would have took me to the next level, right? Like faster. I would have got to my results a lot faster if I would have just understood this one simple concept, right? In a very saturated fitness coaching environment, like everybody and their mama's a fitness coach now, right? So you're probably thinking like, okay, like how am I going to stand out? Like how am I going to basically be successful in this online market that's already super saturated, right? You have to do this one thing. You have to consistently show up and lead with value. You have to consistently show up and be the living example of what you're preaching. You have to. Because there are a lot of coaches on the internet. Like I've been doing this coaching stuff for a long time now, 4 years, right? And dissecting the market, looking at other coaches, right? And really breaking down their page to see what they're doing differently versus what I'm doing differently, right? It's straight up this. A lot of coaches are not living what they're preaching, and they're not giving free value, right? They're giving surface level value, right? What do I mean by surface level value? Surface level value is like, do these 3 bicep workouts to get bigger arms, right? That's some bullshit, all right? That's really some bullshit. No one cares. The average person that's going to be your client, right, does not care the most. They don't really care about that. They don't. Like it helps them, but they don't really give a fuck. You need to go deeper, right? And tell them how beneficial it is to have, bigger arms. You can fill out your shirts. You'll have more confidence. Inserting that into your content and then going into the mind of the people that you're talking to. Leading with, that's valuable to them. Explaining to them how fitness is going to make them more confident. Explaining to them that this confidence that they're going to get from fitness, this discipline that they're going to get from fitness is going to help them have better relationships with their girl, or potentially get a better relationship. Because some men are with girls they don't even fucking like. All right. So, or they just broke up with a girl, right? And they're trying to just show her that she fucked up, right? So you need to create content that speaks to them, right? That's valuable. If you show up every day and just think about, okay, how can I give more value to the marketplace? How can I give more value, right, to the people online? How can I give more value than these other coaches, right? Every single day on my stories, in my reels, on my YouTube posts. If you just focus on giving more value, right, you will get the money. People will come to you. They'll be attracted to you, because you have to understand that people, right? People are truly attracted to people that can offer them something. People are attracted and want to be around people that give them things rather than people that take things. So if your only goal is like, hey, like I just want to get clients. I don't really care about giving value. I'm really not a social media person. I don't want to show my personality. Then you're going to be stuck with all the other coaches, because the only thing that's going to separate you from all the other coaches is simply just this: showing your personality and showing the audience who you are as a person, telling the audience about your journey, like your situation in different situations in your life, right? Because if you tell them your life story, no one else has lived that. No one else has lived that. You have a very unique situation. You've lived a unique lifestyle. Only you have lived your life. So people are going to be attracted to that. The more you're yourself, right? And the more you live as an example, right? The more people will be drawn to you. If you're telling people, right, to track their macros and to work out every day, and you're barely working out and you're out of shape, that's misalignment. People can sense that shit from a mile of fucking way, right? The reason why I preach that to people is because that's what I do. I live it. I don't tell anybody anything that I don't currently do myself, right? Because then that's going to be a misalignment, and that's going to be lack of an energy exchange. That's why I'm so fucking against people hiring a fat ass trainer. How can someone, right, tell you how to lose weight that they haven't done themselves? It's it's mentally mind-blowing to me that you would hire someone, right, that may know the information, yes, but has not lost the weight, but is trying to teach you how to do or solve something that they haven't physically solved. And if you're like that, you will not do well in this. All right. You will not do well in fitness coaching. Right. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some outliers. There are that rare 2-3% of fitness coaches that are fat that make a lot of money. I know some. Right. But that's not you if you're watching. You need to walk the walk. You need to be in so much better shape than the majority of people. You have to be more disciplined than the majority of people. You have to wake up earlier. You have to be more responsible. You have to be more, you have to hold yourself more accountable and be more aware of your shortcomings and be more real with yourself. Because in order for you to coach other people and be successful in this online fitness space that you're looking to embark on and make money by serving people, you need to master your fucking self. You need to be a master at discipline. You need to be a master at going to the gym and not missing any workouts. You need to at least hit your macros at least 70% of the time so that you can teach someone else how to do it. You need to be consistently showing up and letting people know, hey, even though I didn't want to go to the gym today, I still went. Because a lot of the clients that you're going to work with, right, struggle with low confidence and they struggle with showing up consistently, right? So how do you help someone with low confidence? Or how do you get someone to reach out to you with low confidence? You let them know and you get them into your space. You become more social and you start embracing social media and sharing who you are. If you're unwilling to share who you are as a person, right, then the people will not trust you. If I don't know anything about you, I will not buy from you. Okay? People will only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. And social media can cover all three of those things for you. So that when you hop on a sales call with somebody and you're selling them your program, they already know you because they see you posting all the time. They already like you because they're watching all your content and they're getting value from it. And you're telling more about your life story to them over social media. And they like, know, and trust you. They know you already, and they trust you because you give them valuable information every single day that helps them on their journey, right? So they're like, oh shit, if you're giving me great information like this, over the internet, and you've just been so helpful, I can only imagine what you'll give me when we work together. And that's how you separate yourself. I'll be honest, the fitness coaching space is pretty saturated. If you're a general motherfucker, if you're just a person that's going to just sit there and talk about fitness all the time. Oh, well, this is how you do progressive overload and stuff like that. There's a time for that. You definitely should do that shit because the audience needs to be educated. These guys don't know the difference between an isolation workout and a compound exercise. You need to teach them. Okay, they don't know the difference between a fucking carb and the difference between a protein and a fat. They don't know. They hear macro and they're like, oh, what is that? Right? So you have to teach them, yes. But you also have to teach them different and deeper topics that resonate with their life. You have to be open with who you are as a person, right? So that they feel connected to you. All right. And then once they feel connected to you, then you're not like every other coach, right? Think about it. Okay? Technically, dating is super saturated, right? Dating is. Finding a girlfriend out there is super saturated because there's so many men out there, right? But are you going to not embark on getting the woman that you want because there's a lot of other guys out there? No, you're going to be yourself and you're going to attract the right one, right? You're going to focus on creating the best you, right? And getting good energy, getting better with your social skills, getting better at talking to people, right? And women in general. right? And being yourself so that you can attract the right one for you, right? That's the same thing with this shit, right? Oversaturation should tell you and should spark curiosity in you. Like, oh shit, this is a booming industry, right? Like it's here to fucking stay, right? That's what it should tell you. That's what it should show you. Like, oh shit, this is like, actually, there's actually money to be made here. You guys are looking at it all wrong, right? If something is oversaturated, that means it's booming, right? And you can unsaturate it by being yourself. But if you are uncomfortable with being yourself, that's a personal development issue. You don't like who you are enough to showcase it to everybody else. There are flaws in you that you have not fixed, that you have not worked through, that you need to work through so that you're more comfortable talking on camera, so that you're more comfortable sharing who you are, right? And this is something that I had to overcome for a very long time, right? Sometimes I don't even want to talk on camera, right? But I just force myself to do it. And then as I begin to start talking on camera, right? And, and voicing my opinion and, giving the information that I've learned and accumulated over the years through trial and error and through knowledge and education that I've gotten, I start to feel free in the moment. I start to feel, right, like this is what I'm meant to do. And you will feel that way too when you consistently do it. You are not born as a introverted person. You were not born as this person that likes to be to themselves. You weren't born that way. You habitually constructed that person. You every day just stayed to yourself and you didn't post on social media, right? So what happened? You constructed a person that was introverted, right? And liked to stay to themselves and didn't post on social media. So if you want to embark on this online fitness journey, you have to change that. You have to force yourself to talk on camera every single day, whether it's uncomfortable for you or not. You have to force yourself to post every single day, even if you want to or not. And as you continue to do it over and over and over and over and over again with repetition, right? Lil Wayne said something that was super important. Repetition is the father of learning, right? Once you do it over and over again with repetition, it will become natural to you. And it's going to be something that you just automatically do. Then you'll start to switch your identity from this person that is, that doesn't like to post on social media and is introverted to someone who posts on social media a lot, loves to talk to the camera and invites attention and invites people to work with them, right? Now, if you're going to be a fitness coach, right, you have to be okay with garnering attention. You have to actually embrace the attention. If you're not going to embrace the attention, right, then what's going to happen is you're not going to sell clients, because attention is currency nowadays. In 2025, attention is currency. Attention is currency. Views can turn into paid customers. Views turn into paid customers. Only people that don't post on social media and don't have a social media following and don't have a business will say shit like, you're doing this for attention. Clout is a hell of a drug. You shouldn't do things for attention. Don't listen to them. If you wouldn't trade situations with them, don't listen to them. If you wouldn't trade bank accounts with them, don't listen to them. Because you have to think about it. You're running a business now. If you're going to be an online fitness coach, you're going to run a fucking business. You need to have sales and marketing. Burger King has marketing. McDonald's has marketing. Chick-fil-A has marketing, right? They just have commercials. They run commercials all the time. They have social media platforms. Your social media platform is your marketing. Your DMs are your sales, right? The calls that you get on is your sales.